This is Nightly Business Report with Sue Herrera and Bill Griffin.
New Promise, the companies behind cutting-edge cancer treatments that are leading the charge against that disease. Pioneering research into cancer treatment was on display at the world's biggest cancer conference. It's an event that the medical community and investors pay very close attention to. Meg Terrell is in Chicago tonight with a look at the companies leading the fight against the disease.
The world's largest cancer research conference, ASCO, drew almost 40,000 doctors, researchers, and executives to Chicago this weekend to hear about the latest advances in treating cancer. The conference also moves stocks as the biggest drug makers compete for a market worth $133 billion last year. A key rivalry is in lung cancer, where new drugs that harness the power of the immune system are making major headway. Merck, Bristol Myers Squibb, AstraZeneca, and Roche are all competing there. Merck appeared a winner out of the weekend with its drug Keytruda, which improved survival among patients with advanced non-small cell lung cancer, the most common form of the disease. Bristol Myers' CEO, though, said in an interview today that its drug looks likely interchangeable with Merck's.
When you look at the totality of the data, Meg, there is really no difference between those two medicines.
Merck's head of research disagreed.
There are no comparable data. No other agent has shown improvements in overall survival in non-small cell lung cancer. And, that's where we are right now.
Another key focus out of the conference was a major trial in breast cancer. It assessed whether chemotherapy is necessary based on a score of patients' genetic risk.
The trial showed us if a woman has an intermediate risk score, she really gets no benefit from chemo, and nobody wants chemo, so it's a good opportunity for patients.
Based on the results, doctors say they'll feel comfortable knowing that most patients can avoid toxic chemotherapies.
It's hundreds of thousands of women that will be impacted.
The results also drove up the shares of the maker of that genetic test, Genomic Health. Experts here said it's another example of the promise of personalized medicine. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Meg Terrell in Chicago.
And that breast cancer study that Meg just referenced was funded in part by the Postal Service. Yep. Proceeds from the breast cancer stamp put researchers over the top financially when they were trying to get enough money to do the landmark study. The American Cancer Society said without that stamp money, the study may never have been done.